Havana ground to a halt at noon on Wednesday. Cubans gathered around television sets warned that President Raul Castro had an important announcement to make on U.S. Cuban relations.
We have agreed to restore diplomatic relations. This doesn't mean that the main issues have been resolved. The economic, financial, and commercial embargo, which has caused enormous human and economic damage to our country, needs to end.
Many were stunned and then delighted at the historic news that relations with their long-term enemy across the Straits of Florida was finally about to change.
This was a good announcement, good one indeed, and very positive, as he is right when he says Cuba and the U.S. have to learn to get along despite our differences.
Now that the decision is taken, it is easier to look at other problems, like opening dialogue. This is the first step. It opens the possibility to move forward and to do more things.
But the news that brought the biggest reaction was that the 3 remaining Cuban intelligence agents who'd spent more than 15 years in U.S. jails had returned home in exchange for Cuba's American prisoner, Alan Gross. The Cuban 5, as they're known, are national heroes. The other 2 men were previously released. For President Raul Castro, this is a major coup. The Cubans have been campaigning internationally for years to secure their release.
It's great that they are back in the country and home with their families. It's going to help everyone by improving relations between Cuba and the United States.
This is great news for Cubans. We are very happy to have them back. They were unjustly imprisoned, and we've been calling for this for years.
The U.S. broke off diplomatic relations with Cuba in 1961 after Fidel Castro started nationalizing U.S.-owned businesses on the island and turned Cuba into the only communist country in the Western Hemisphere. Cuba has long blamed the U.S. for both its economic problems and the need to maintain a one-party state. Now, everyone is waiting to see what further changes this historic initiative might bring.